This one.
I can do both. You can see it.
That was really on some like young and dumb thing. Like I did this and I was like, I'm glad I stopped her when she was just doing the outline, because like what the fuck was I thinking? Do I regret the K on my finger? No.
What's good, gang? Driving right now. There's traffic, so I thought I'd make a quick video. I just be thinking, that's what I do. And I was thinking about, I watched a little clip of Gio, the stylist model, culture hype, you feel me? She's a beautiful lady. Not really my type. I don't really see what the hype is, just because I didn't see a lot of females that look like that, you know what I mean? And they're usually just a little shorter, like on some shit, like that's the California looking girl. Like, she's not, I don't think she's from Cali, but like there's a lot of Mexicans out here that look like that. Anyway, it was a video of her. She makes good content too. There was a video of her describing her tattoos, and like nearly all her tattoos don't have a meaning. And I don't really care, like, if you do it for the art or you do it for expression, that's your own, that's your prerogative. But like in the comments, I've seen a lot of people talking about, I wish I had that level of not giving a F or not caring, or just, you know what I mean? She's just basically saying, Gio basically saying she just got the tattoos because she wanted to. There wasn't really a lot of thought. And, that sounds good. That sounds good. Even people in the comments, like, I wish I could care less, essentially. And, I don't agree. Not with Gio. She could do whatever she wants to do with her body. But I don't agree with the people in the comments saying that I wish I had that level of not caring, or, just that carefree living, butterfly lifestyle. And, I get it. How easier would life be if we were ignorant, or I forget the word, but just walking unconsciously. How easier would life be? And I can't think of the phrase, but I just wanted to talk about that, man. Like, why would you want to go through life not really caring about anything? To not care and to not really have a feeling or a recollection of why you're doing what you're doing, I guess is kind of like, what's the word for it? It's just that kind of purposely. It's kind of purposeless. My words are not sticking. I'm sorry. It's kind of like emotionally unavailable if you think about it. The only way to go through life and not care and not, just do stuff without kind of like a purpose, and or any kind of moral compass. It's just, it shows a disconnection between a lot of things. It shows your disconnection between you and yourself. First of all, I don't want to say respect yourself, but just to be putting stuff on your body for no real reason, you might as well not do it at all. And if you're doing it to, just to have no reason, just to do stuff, especially something that could harm you, and it's going to be stuck on your body for the rest of your life, it just shows, like, what the hell are you? And I won't say, that might have came off wrong, but it's just like, what are you doing? That's kind of like NPC activity, if you ask me. Oh, I don't know. I just did it like oops. I don't know. It's just like, obviously somebody made that. Somebody made the tattoo gun. Somebody made the image that you're putting on. So essentially, you're perpetuating life and energy that you probably don't know where it came from. You know, you could take energy and redirect it to mean something else, you know, in a greater alchemist, you know, controlled state of reality. But if you don't set the intention on anything, that's how wars are started. You know, that's how history repeats itself. You know, and that's how you can even change your own energy, you know, your own energy field. You know, you could put something on your body that attracts a certain type of energy, light, person, you know what I mean? A spirit, and it can harm you. So for anybody who relishes in having tattoos that are kind of meaningless, like, of course, there's art, you know, and of course things look cool on the body. Like, that's different, but, and then I hope, you know, she has some of those on her body. But just the way she described it was just like shoulder shrugs. And I can't get behind that, because you got people in the comments that want to move that way too now, because she's beautiful. And it's like, we have, you know, beautiful people, they have influence. We know that, whether we agree with it or not. So it's just, it's mind-boggling, because that's what I was gonna say. Ignorance is it bliss? You know, is living an ignorant life really what it's cracked up to be? Especially in 2024, you know, we've already seen how ignorance is not bliss, especially during COVID. We were all forced to be ignorant and blind under, you know, the CDC and, you know, what their ruling was on COVID. And it sent everybody crazy, you know, and everybody wanted to know what was going on. Living an ignorant lifestyle was no longer serving. And that's because the control system, you know, it defaulted. You had something that nobody knew what it was, and all of a sudden you have a cure. Like, that ignorance is not bliss. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, there is a level of non-ignorance that serves the self, and we all know this. But it's just I don't know what it is about bliss, living carefree, that is so enticing. You know, it's like living on a high, I guess. But even when I'm high, shit, that ignorance is bliss shit gets worse for me, honestly. Like, you know, it's just, you're so susceptible to the agents of destruction if you live a life of not really caring or just going with the flow for real, and or just not really having a moral compass, so to speak. Like, I've died in the 3D plenty of times, but because I have a moral compass and I'm not, you know, living a life of ignorance. You know, I read the Bible. You know, to pick up on stuff that can really hurt me, you know, and to really guide me. And if we're worshiping these people that clearly are channelers of evil, of dark energy, it's clear. You got Gio wearing the star, you know, like, And if we really want to put it out there, it's witches and Wiccans. You know, and I'm not going to go into that because I think in order to live, you have to kind of balance the two energies. So for me to sit here and say he's bad, what really is good and bad? But I will tell you that we all have free will, you know, and we all have we all are the controllers of our soul, you know, and our spirit. If we believe in God and we truly, you know, devote ourselves to God, our spirit will be filled, but we are still the controllers of it. And the only time that flips is when you are devoted to the devil. The devil is a lie. You know, he tells you he's going to give you these things, not to worry about it. But the devil does not care about you. The only thing he cares is to seek, kill, and destroy everybody. You know, his heart is full of hatred. So why would you want to go forward in life just doing anything, you know, living in ignorance, living in just doing stuff just because you wanted to? You know, at the end of the day, and just like to sum up this talk, how ignorant do you think? How do you think the conversations were during, you know, the communist era, you know, of the Nazis? Do you think they were questioning a lot? You know, the soldiers, maybe? But at the end of the day, they were just doing what they're told. And what happened? Mass genocide. And this I've kind of went on a rant, and I've just done that to show you examples of how thinking that praising somebody that, you know, got tattoos and they don't have any meaning, that's kind of crazy. To say you like the artwork, okay, that's cool. Still kind of crazy, you know, just to get art for art. I'm an artist, so I know I have artistic tattoos, so I won't say that. But even the artistic tattoos have a significance. You know, I like that piece of art because it makes me feel this. You know, even I feel like that's okay. But to have no real reason and backing behind the things you do is insanity to me. Yeah, it's not even like you need to have a plan. Like, you know, sometimes you have to do stuff according to God's accordance without a plan, but I don't know. For somebody to say that's cool, that she's marking up her body and she doesn't even know why, it doesn't make sense, you know. So, you know, just a little chit chat for real. Like I said, Gio's cool and all. She's a very pretty lady. But until I see some substance, I can't really get down with it. You feel me? Especially if she's wearing Lil Yachty's chain and she's wearing my boy play King Carson whatever chain, like the all-point star, the 5-point star, whatever. It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's either you down with good energy or you're down with bad. Like, you know, I won't even say that. I take that back. But if you're pushing an agenda, like, I won't even say that either, fool. It's just like, come on, like, God gave us a brain for a reason. And even if you're gonna do dumb stuff or stuff that essentially you don't know why you're doing it or is purposeless, I don't want to say you want to do, I guess I am saying you want to do a lot of stuff you're doing in this world with a purpose, because that's how you get flipped. So, and I say this just, I'm kind of pointing this out for the people in the comments of that video, like, that's kind of what Satan does. He gives you a persona, or like he puts a veil over your eyes that the world is good, and just like it's okay to do what you want, you know, to live not unlawful, but like an abiding citizen, you know. So if I could wrap all this up, I would just say, like, purpose is okay. Like, to live life with a purpose and to try to reach a goal. You know, you might not reach it, and I've said this a lot, but like, that's how you develop a real true character, is setting to do something, and even if you fail, you know, it's okay. Like, that failing is how you know, discover yourself. It's how you knock down a lot of the things that you think matter, you know. And I just say that because I think maybe people want to live free and just go with the wind because they're afraid of hurt and rejection. But it's at the pinnacle of those emotions that we really get to tap into our self. So I love you guys. Peace, happiness, and I'll talk to you guys later.